Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm WendyO. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're live from Rare Evo, Denver, Colorado. Yes, my hair is a little bit cuckoo on top. But anyways, we're streaming a little bit early. And I know I told you guys I wasn't going to stream, but I told a fib because I felt like streaming because there's just way too much happening. Okay, so it's Friday. And it also looks like we have some interesting news about the Pepe team. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I had told you when Pepe dropped, when it was meme coin season, have fun, be careful, have a great time. Ape into meme coins, do your due diligence, but understand that most of these meme coins are going to rug, they're going to go to zero, they're not going to be worth anything, and these teams are not going to be viable, okay? That's the way that I like to play the markets, and this is my strategy. This has always been my strategy because I've gotten burnt so many times, even with really, really legitimate projects, okay? Also, too, make sure to smash a like. We need to get my content up. My numbers are so low with this bear market, okay? But let's talk a little bit about what happened. And yes, I've got a little nerdy notebook because I'm old. This is what I do. We've got 87 of you beautiful people in here, 12 likes. Smash a like, get it up. But shout out to Rare Evo. If you guys are here in Denver, Colorado, come to the event. I think tickets are on sale, half off now. And if you can't afford a ticket, they have some networking stuff happening too. So good morning. My eyeball's itching. But anyways, where's my Pepe news? Okay. So Pepe Devs moves 16 trillion Pepe out of centralized exchange multi-sig wallet. So it's basically 3.8% of the total supply. And they sent approximately 6.5 million to Binance, 800,000 to another centralized exchange and then an unknown wallet. And after this happened, the Pepe multi-sig wallet was changed from 5 out of 8 signatures to 2. So what does that mean? Well, let's talk about that. What does that mean? So when you have a multi-sig wallet, you generally have people that are controlling these wallets, the teams that are controlling these wallets. And again, the Pepe team was anonymous. It was anonymous, okay? We don't talk too much about anonymous teams or anonymous projects on the show for lots of different reasons. I'll get back to the multi-sig, okay? One of the reasons why is it's super easy for these people to rug pull, and a lot of nefarious things happen with, I don't know if Pepe got rug pulled yet. We're going to talk about it. But there's generally more bad things happen with anonymous folks in the industry, just because that's what it is. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, because we have it's kind of conflicting with what I'm going to say a little bit later, but that can't happen. So we just kind of stay away from it. I don't want the drama. But at the same time, there generally are great anonymous folks like SQUIDGROW. They're partners of the channel and they've done great work and they're around and the team is very committed. So it really kind of depends. But with Pepe, the news came out that it was some of these young kids that had did this, and they apparently lied about offering the original creator Pepe any royalties. However, the person that doxed them, which I don't dox people on this show, I will never do that unless it's like a super, super bad person. But like the crypto stuff, I don't want to get involved in that because I don't want anybody to dox me. And I really try to practice practice what you preach in the golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. So I don't like to dox people. So I'm not going to show these people's information. I'm not going to show, the original post or any of that stuff, as I think it's ridiculous. And then it's also really not confirmed. But another important thing to note when we're talking about multi-sigs is generally a lot of teams, they have multi-sig wallets. And the reason why they do is because there's different people that are making choices. However, it gets kind of complicated when you're operating a decentralized protocol. That's a whole nother completely story. Pew Pew said, Wendy, looks like we holding up from Powell bomb. I think we'll trend up. We'll talk about Powell in a second. We're going to get there because that story is absolutely ridiculous. So I'll be streaming for a little bit. You guys stick around. 160 of you beautiful human beings, but only 61 likes. Only 61 likes. Also, too, I want to show you guys my pants, my outfit check. Bam, some green ones. These are actually like silk, I think. I don't know. I got them from the thrift store. Somebody handmade them and they fit me like a glove. Like they fit, well, not like a glove because I lost a little bit of weight, but they fit really good and they're cozy and they're comfy and feeling all nice in Colorado. But anyways, multi-sig wallets are a whole nother thing. And like the fact that they changed from 5 to 2, that just is indicating they're going to continue to do absolutely horrible, terrible things. And of course, I should have looked to see how far down Pepe is. But basically, the Pepe team, the people that were affiliated with it, they're dumping on the open market. And it's just not a good thing. It's not a good look. And this is why on the show, this is why you guys call me Windy Bear and you guys like, oh, well, all these things. Like, you're so bearish. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You're not shilling this. You're not blah, blah. Yeah, basically hammer time. I'm not going to show you all my feet, but I'll show you the hammer. Thank you so much, SAS. But the reason I'm just more cautious, and the reason why I'm more cautious is because I've been burnt in the past, and I don't want you guys to get burnt. So I feel like, I know you say Wendy Bear with love, but the reason why I am super cautious with you guys is because some of you are brand new, and some of you might not have a whole lot of capital to disposable income. So I want to make sure we're reiterating positive reinforcements when it comes to risk management and disposable income and investing in trading journals, and why we want to do that, because maybe nobody else told you. Some of these other content creators, they will just shill, and they're going to grift. I'm smiling. But they'll go ahead and grift and do all that stuff, but they're not going to tell you how to protect your capital. So on this show, we like to do a lot of the protecting your capital, but at the same time, I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do with your money. I think that you're all intelligent and you're smart enough and you're more risk averse to figure out what you can and can't do, and your risk tolerance. So I don't want you guys to not get into meme coins. I don't want you guys to not, have fun in the markets and etc. But what I do want you to do is understand most of these meme coins are going to go to zero. Okay. One of the things we look for when we look for partnerships on this channel, generally we do not take anybody that's anonymous. It's very, very, very few that we do, because stuff like this can happen. It's easier for these people to get away. However, with a lot of the new laws that they're trying to implement, which we're going to talk about those, this stuff is going to end up all going away. And shout out to Mixing. He has been absolutely amazing. And shout out to Raider. Shout out to my team. 192 concurrent viewers, 77 likes. Make sure to get them likes up. Smash them likes. Clap them cheeks. My hair is so cuckoo at the top. But let me try and find Pepe. I don't know where it is. So let's see. Where's my watch list? Over here. We'll go ahead and put little Pepe up and see how far we're down. It's so funny because PepsiCo is Pepe, which is super ridiculous and funny. Let's go ahead and take a look at Pepe on OKX, because that's what's coming up. The first one. All right. So Pepe, let's go ahead and look at the weekly chart. Come on, weekly. Oh, there's no weekly chart. Really? Oh, this phone. I normally use my other one over there. Yeah, there's no weekly chart for this. I don't know why. Anyways, so Pepe is down. Let me show you guys the chart. This is what Pepe looks like, okay? Raider, I can't click. Thank you for sending that to me, Raider, but I can't click it because I don't have it on the phone. But that's what it is here. That's what Pepe is here. I know I can't, Raider, I can't. Thank you though. I'm mixing. Appreciate you guys. But that Pepe is down like absolutely insane. Super, super crazy. And people were probably going to continue to buy it. From all-time high, Pepe is down. Let me see. Pepe is down 82%, and it looks like it's actually going to break historic support. Okay, that's what's happening with Pepe. If you guys can see here. Okay, so can you someone from my team just sent me something on Telegram. Can you fix it? Whatever's scheduled, get it removed. This is the only video that we're doing today, so get the other one removed, but please don't tell me, because I can't concentrate at two things at once. So all the messages are popping up here and I can't concentrate. So just remove the one that's scheduled for 10 a.m. It should be as unlisted, but get that sorted if you guys can, please, because I'm getting confused. But anyways, so that's what's happening with Pepe, and a lot of people are still buying. They think it's going to go back up. They think it's going to do well, etc. Me personally, I probably wouldn't touch it. I think that because it is a meme coin, people think it's going to go back up. Everything is going to be good with it. I can't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. I mean, well, maybe I would throw like $100 at it to see, but honestly, if it does end up going up and you make money on it, you're an absolute savant. You're a genius. But right now, with all the drama going on and potentially these people rugged and they're getting doxxed and all that really terrible, horrible stuff, I would be super cautious, because a lot of these assets are going to completely go to zero. And that's why I tell you guys, make a moon bag. Moon bag is when you have, a moon bag is when you've used disposable income, you've done your due diligence, you put a little bit of money in, and number goes up. And then you start removing profit and you start removing your initial investment, all of those types of things. And that's exactly what we need to do, okay? That is exactly what we need to do, instead of just blindly aping into stuff and hope that it's gonna go up. And when you don't take profit, like I'm looking at this Pepe chart right now, there's a lot of opportunity for people to take profit, and people weren't doing it. And the reason why is because we get that FOMO and we want to be cool, we want to fit in. And crypto Twitter is a very, very horrible place for that, because everyone's like, you have to buy. And anytime you sell, they'll attack you. And we see this a lot in the NFT market as well. So it's okay to take profit. Like, you should be actively trading these things. You should be actively investing in it. And if you're going to invest in anything in crypto, you do need to be taking profit. So I kind of wanted to go on a rant about that with you guys. and talk to you the importance of practicing risk management and doing that. Because at the end of the day, what is the point? What is the point of crypto if you're not taking profit? What is the point of putting disposable income in? Because let's face it, with that disposable income, you can do anything with. Anything. You can put it to a savings account. You could buy something for your child. You could buy something for your wife. You could buy something for yourself. You can invest in different things. If you are not actively taking profit, if you are not investing or trading in crypto to improve your quality of life and to make more money, you have no business investing. Like, you're not intelligent enough to invest. But I'm not saying the O family, the O army is not intelligent enough to invest. I'm talking about other people, because here, you guys know I complain a lot about you guys taking profit. I consistently remind you. I know it gets annoying, but at the same time, I need to be reminded too. Like, I've been trading in the crypto markets for quite some time, and sometimes I get excited, so I'll message later, and he's like, "Do you take profit?" Or I'll message somebody else, like some of my trading buddies. Like, I ask them all the time. Flat smack the like button. We need at least 200. But it's important to have a good group of people around you that are consistently reminding you, "Did you take profit?" And reminding you those things, because again, most of this stuff is going to go to zero. And right now, Pepe, because the fact that they changed the multi-sig from 5 signatures to 2 is indicating that 2 people are going to do terrible things. The fact that they've moved like almost 4% of the supply to centralized exchange to sell off means they're going to continue to dump. This thing is probably going to go to zero, which sucks, because Pepe is a very well-known meme, and the team had an opportunity to do the right thing here and they didn't. So if you haven't been taking profit, you need to reevaluate your strategy. And if you're somebody who's just a bag holder, a diamond hander, etc., you really need to evaluate if you are mature and responsible enough to actually take profit, to be in this industry. And not even in crypto, but traditional finance too, because you have to do the same with stocks and bonds and 401k. So that's another important thing to note. 240 of you, only 112 likes, smash the like. So again, I love you guys. I support you guys, but please make wise choices. Make wise choices. Make wise choices. Make wise choices. All right, now let's talk a little bit about the inflation. Okay, so there was a meeting with Mr. Powell today, and I want to say it was in Jackson Hole, but they said, Mr. Powell, who said, and I believe he said, was it Clayton or was it Powell? One of them, a-hole, said, inflation is transitory. I don't know about y'all, but inflation is not transitory to me. I don't see, good morning, Stink. Good morning to D. But I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like inflation has actually gone down, okay? That it was transitory. To me, it continues to go up. The amount that I'm paying for gas and water, electricity, for food, for God knows what, that number goes boom. That number goes boom. And yes, I shave my armpits. I get laser too. But anyways, and I need to go. I haven't gone in a long time. There's this great place in Glendale that I go, but that's for the girls, I guess. But anyways. So Powell says that inflation is still too high and warns more rate hikes. So let's explain what that means. So that was Powell from the Fed Reserve said inflation was transitory. Fantastic. I was right. Smash the likes. Get them up, get them up, get them up. So when we're talking about inflation, or was it Yellen? Who knows? It was one of the expired geriatrics. So when we're talking about inflation continuing to go up, let's talk about that means really quick, okay? And this does directly go back to Bitcoin. The reason why it directly goes back to Bitcoin is because Bitcoin has a finite supply, and that means only 21 million Bitcoin will ever be there, okay? And then, of course, with human error and all this other crap, that continues to, go down. So generally, economics 101, lower supply, higher the cost, because it's a scarce good, okay? We love scarcity. That's why we like Bitcoin, okay? But again, Bitcoin's still in beta. But what does this mean with more rate hikes? So when we continue to raise rate hikes, it means that the cost to borrow money also increases. When we're increasing the cost to borrow money, that means that things are going to become more expensive. So businesses, corporations, small businesses, etc. And again, you guys, I am a non-corporate capitalism person. I'm very bullish on it. I think capitalism is a beautiful, amazing thing. The corporations have simply taken advantage of the tax code, which was created by the public servants, and y'all need to grift on that too. Hire somebody that can help you get back as much money as possible, that knows these loopholes, and grift just like the rich people, because this is something that will not change in the United States of America. So instead of complaining about it, we're never going to get these laws repealed. What you can do is you can learn the tax code, or you can study it yourselves 10 minutes a day, or you can simply hire somebody who's going to help you navigate this so that you can grift as ethically as possible and follow the law. If these rich people are following the law and paying less in taxes, the tax evasion, which is not even tax evasion, is literally going by the tax loopholes. That's why people are pissed off at Trump or Biden or whomever. But grift along with these rich people, okay? So anyways, as the cost of money increases, the cost to borrow money increases, that cost essentially is passed down to the people. So if you want to buy a house, when I bought my house in 2021, I believe, my interest rate is 3.125%. We just bought an additional property, and the interest rate is over 7%. So it's like doubled in like a year or 2 years. So the cost to live has increased because the cost to live has increased. Buying property has increased. Rent is also increasing. The cost of food is increasing because these stores, like these grocery stores or these suppliers, they might have to take loans out. It's very common for businesses to take loans out. So they have to take loans out, et cetera, blah, 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 or to even meet payroll because the cost of goods continues to increase. So if you're continuing to take loans out, because you have to, things are increasing, it's going to drive up the cost for your products that you're selling. And again, you can't always get mad. You can't get mad at the grocery stores. You can't get mad at these businesses. Some of these corporations are literally trying to do whatever it is they can do to keep afloat. You also have to understand, for example, if you call for a grocery chain to completely, why would you need loans? Some people need loans for stuff to operate businesses. It happens often. I loaned somebody, a small business, money about a year or two ago because it got slow and they needed to borrow money. So I was able to loan them money. But businesses take out loans all the time. Okay. So when we're taking loans out for things, the cost to take out a loan goes up. Also too with credit cards. Y'all have credit card debt. Some of you do, and that's okay. It's not bad. But what happens with that is the cost to borrow money on a credit card for the average consumer, that continues to go up too. I think right now it's like 24%. So again, it's like we're getting hit and hit and hit and hit and hit. Yeah, bankruptcy, but that's going to be on your record forever. And we don't want to file for bankruptcy. Like that's not necessarily the goal. You file for bankruptcy because you're in dire straits. Okay. So again, but again, you might be able to use that bankruptcy rule if something happens, like to your business or whatever. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. Everybody's situation is different. But basically what we're going to see is the more interest rate hikes that we have, inflation will continue to climb, the cost of goods will continue to climb, and the cost of services will continue to climb. Ultimately, this is going to hit the middle class the hardest, the upper middle class, the lower middle class, and the middle class, okay? So this is why we're like, this is bad. And again, then they're going to start printing more money. Well, when we're talking about printing money, this is a very interesting thing that we can kind of segue to. BRICS is going to abandon the dollar. BRICS wants to abandon the dollar. So generally for trade, people love to use the US currency, the US dollar. The reason why they want to use the US dollar is because we're super strong for a very, very, very long time. And now we're no longer a superpower. So if BRICS abandons the US dollar and more countries are going to continue to not want to trade or use our money to trade, use that as a currency, that is going to continue to devalue it. So we have these high inflation rates. People are not wanting to use our currency. What do you think happens there? Okay. Raider said, I think Yellen shared her shrooms, which Raider's such a grumpy cat. I love it. So with that being said, this is what's happening in the world. And this is why, Bitcoin is such a safe haven. Okay. This is why Bitcoin is such a safe haven, is because people like white toenails. No, I don't have white toenails. I actually my toenails look like this. I just got these done, which is a business expense for me because y'all are seeing. Oh yeah, I got to show y'all my fingers. Okay. Maybe I'll show you my toe because we can use that as a business expense. Should I show you my toenail? No, I can't do that. It's embarrassing. But yeah, that's a business expense, I guess. Anyways, Gamer said, good nail job. Yeah, the guy that did it, he was super, super nice, good. But he did a good job. And generally these last, about a month. So I pay a little bit extra, but they do well because they do the dip here. But anyways, y'all know why women, we get the French tip, right? Gamer said Saudi Arabia and the UAE being members of the BRICS means the end of the petrodollar. Okay. Oh God. Okay. So things are not looking too good in America. Things are not looking too good in America. Google it. Why? I'm not going to tell you why on the show. It's a family show. Anyways, let's get to the next story. Also too, let's talk a little bit about privacy. Oh, actually, no, since we're talking about, traditional finance and how stupid they are. I know, so there's always purpose here. Shout out to Mr. Kenny O. Shout out to Pew Pew. It's always the feet dudes too. Okay. Grayscale has GBTC. Okay. They had asked SEC to convert that to a Bitcoin spot. Inflation is not getting better. Inflation is actually going to get a lot worse. Okay. Gamer, you Are you doing a new Frenemy show since Ben is out there with you? Yeah, so me and Ben are actually going to be live. I don't know. We're going to be doing the show over at Rare Evo. Oh yeah, I'm live from Rare Evo, Denver, Colorado. Amazing. But yeah, we're going to be filming that tomorrow, I think, at 11 a.m. I have to double check with Ben. But anyway, my handler will be here tomorrow, so I'll be all good. I'll get to where I need to be. But anyways, so Grayscale GBTC conversion to Bitcoin spot ETF was not approved by the SEC today. There was a lot of rumors going around that were saying that, you know, the Bitcoin spot was going to get approved by Grayscale. In fact, that's actually not going to happen. And this is kind of why it's impacting the market. I've already had 2 coffees this morning. Also, too, Bitcoin is currently trading from approximately 27,000 to 25,400. Nothing too terribly sexy. Yeah, smash a like. You guys, we have 300 of you in here. Nobody's smashing the like. Come on, stop the grift. Stop the grift. But anyways, so that's kind of bearish for Bitcoin long term. Well, not long term, but it's kind of bearish right now. But again, we will have we will get a Bitcoin spot ETF approved because it does, because it's Coinbase, Grayscale, or excuse me, it's Coinbase. I'll talk about it tomorrow. I don't have the notes in front of me. But basically, all this stuff is about control. And there's more information coming. Okay, so we talked about the Grayscale Bitcoin, the Grayscale GBTC conversion to spot. ETF not being approved by the SEC today was rumored supposed to be, but of course it didn't. This is why I really think we'll see a Bitcoin spot ETF get approved in 2024, because what is this? We are in September, October, November, December. We have 4 more months to get it approved. I don't think the SEC is going to step it up, but who knows? All right. Now, with that being said, really quickly, there's a couple other stories we have to talk about, but smash a like, smash a like. The SEC wants to amend certain broker dealers. Okay. A broker-dealer is a financial entity that's engaged with trading securities on behalf of clients and itself. TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, those types of stuff. That's a broker-dealer. Now, they're saying they want to amend certain broker-dealers. They said certain. And so I commented this on, because Gary Gensler posted this on Twitter, on X, and I commented, I says, who are the certain broker-dealers? Because when we're talking about certain broker-dealers, are we talking about traditional finance, or are we talking about crypto? Because the next story I'm going to tell you is directly related to that. And also, get the likes up. We need at least 269. So some of y'all are being lazy, and this is how you guys can tip me, was with the like button. So I want to know what broker dealers they're referring to, because I thought traditional finance was safe. I thought traditional finance was supposed to be a safe haven for all for everybody. Okay, for all the everybody, traditional finance, right? But no. So they went ahead and I went ahead and I read through their article, and then it says if you want more or their press release or whatever the hell it was on the SEC website, and then I went ahead and I went down to the little brief, whatever it was, like maybe 1,000 pages, which I don't have time for that. Okay, I don't have time for none of that stuff. So with that being said, instead of putting exactly out there the broker dealers that they're going to the certain broker dealers that they want to establish different guidelines for or increase guidelines for, they are not going to tell you who. Okay, they're not going to tell you who. They're simply saying we're going to discuss this, but we're not going to tell you who we're talking about. Okay, so I'm assuming it's about crypto people, and that segues into our next story. And if you're here watching this now, listen. I'm also going to do another video about this later, so you could go watch it again to get it broken down again to you, because this is important. Smash the like. Okay, so the U.S. Treasury Department and the IRS proposed to force DeFi apps, Uniswap, 1inch, Curve, MetaMask to be broker dealers and force KYC. These is basically the same type of regulation, that guidance that Sam Bankman-Fried was trying to push through. But again, Sam Bankman-Fried, largest donor to you know who, and even though he's no longer free and he's did a lot of bad stuff, they're still trying to push the same type of guidelines. Okay, so this is telling me, being from the hood, being from the streets, and listening and kind of observing, watching, this is telling me that it wasn't Sam's idea to push through these KYC regulations. It was actually a higher power that was doing it, probably his parents, probably associates from his parents. So in my personal opinion, this was the agenda the entire time, except what happened with Mr. Sam is he just got caught stealing money and he got in trouble, so they had to punish him. But let me tell you, if he did things a little bit better, he wouldn't have gotten caught and he would have continued to push this predatory stuff there. So why is it bad that DeFi apps are going to have to force KYC? It is bad because you deserve some level of privacy. This is all going to segue into a CBDC. I'm telling you guys telling you right now, all of the laws and stuff that they're trying to do is for control. It's going to be for a CBDC, okay? The fact that we do have cash right now, that's the whole point of DeFi. Exactly. The whole point of DeFi is to stay anonymous. And again, I understand the argument here. You know, there's bad actors when you're anonymous, because we just talked about, and that's why I says when I was covering the Pepe devs dumping and being scammers, potential scammers, that, you know, we're going to talk about a valid use case for DeFi. I like to be private. I'm going to tell you guys right now, like, I'm going through some heavy personal stuff right now, and I like some of the things I'm doing to remain private out of safety for myself. Okay. And there's other demographics of people that will agree with me. Like, if you have a family, you want to keep things private. Have you eaten yet, miss? Always remember, don't skip a meal. That actually makes me want to cry that you said that you thought about that. And you actually cared enough to remind me that. So thank you so much, Taman. I appreciate you. No, I did eat today. Also, too, where did it go? Hold on. I have something. Hold on. I'll be right back. A banana. So I brought a banana to my room because I get hungry. No, but I ate this morning. I had eggs and bacon and salsa and 2 cups of coffee and water. So, and I also, when Ben was live streaming, I was like, are you hungry? Anyways, so certain people do deserve, we want privacy. Like if you have a family or that run deserved all the likes. I didn't even, if somebody wants to clip that, that will be funny. I'm the biggest idiot in the world. I don't care though. I like being it's part of being a mom. You gotta be fun and a content creator. So anyways, I like to keep some things private. It's not because I'm doing anything bad. It's not because I'm evading taxes. It's not because I'm doing anything. It's literally because. It is literally because I like my privacy. Like I will pay my taxes. I'll do what I need to do. But at the same time, I don't want people interfering with my life. I don't want people knowing where I'm going or where I live and all that type of stuff. 310 concurrent viewers, only 209 likes. I need 100 of you to smash the likes. Smash the like, smash like. So that's coming. And basically what they want to do is they want to segue these rules and get these rules put into play now so that when we do get a CBDC, they can say, oh, well, it was already law. It was already law. It was already law. And this is bad. We don't want this. But again, we are going to get a CBDC. There's not really anything too much that we could do to stop this, but we should still make noise so we could at least try, okay? Now, let's get into the next story here. So privacy. Why is privacy so important? Well, let's talk about this next story. FTX and BlockFi hit by third-party data breach. So basically, centralized exchanges, and the reason why we like DeFi is because you don't have to do the KYC, and it's not because you want to do anything bad. It's simply because crap like this happens, okay? So when you use a third party, when you use a bank, when you use a centralized crypto exchange, let's say you go to a grocery store and they have a rewards program, they want you to put in your information. Naomi Brockwell's channel, go follow her. She talks about this stuff a lot. Anytime you go to do any of that stuff, you put in any type of information, it's a third-party database that is essentially hosting that for you, okay? Because it's not the original company, they're using a database. Government-issued fiat allows anonymity, so DeFi shouldn't be any different. No, it's not going to, though. It's not going to. It's not going to. The CBDC won't. It won't. Anyways, though. But basically, so anyone that use FTX and BlockFi, just like the Celsius users, we all got doxxed. And this is why DeFi matters so much. Looking forward to centralized coin having control over social habits, that part. And that's what a lot of people aren't understanding is, okay? You get a parking ticket, you let's say that it could potentially, let's say you got no money in the bank, it's been a rough day, a rough week, a rough month. Guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna automatically remove that money from your account. You're gonna get an overdraft fee. That type of stuff is gonna happen. Or let's say you made a mistake a while ago. What's gonna happen? It's still going to be on your social record forever. Or let's say, for example, somebody says you did something bad to them and it didn't, and they really didn't. They can hurt, like there's all this stuff that can happen. I don't want to get too much into it, but the FTX and BlockFi hit by third-party data breach, that is not only scary for just because your personal information is going to be out there, but now your information is going to be on the dark web, your information is going to be sold. It's just not a good thing. Plus, if you have families or you like your privacy, you don't have any privacy anymore. And crypto people are targeted. And this is why you guys will never see me. This is why you guys will never see me in a million years talk about, I have this, or I bought this, or blah, 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 blah. I don't do that. We will never do that. And the reason why I don't do that is, number one, like, I don't want to gloat about, like, money. I think it's cringy. I think it's ridiculous. Like, you know, I'm very proud that I'm a homeowner. I'm very proud that, you know, I can pay my bills and do that type of stuff. And I have a car that works and I can afford central air and I can afford electricity. Those are the type of things that's a big flex to me. But I don't think like posting on social media, all the crazy stuff is good. Or like if I go on a vacation, it would be nice to like take a picture like, oh, I went here. But like posting about how much money you have, that's dangerous. It's not good. Like I just don't, it's not, whatever. But again, crypto people are targeted. And when it comes to crypto, the difference between getting gaffled up in real life and with crypto is, in real life, they can simply hold you up. Brad, but let's make it cool to grift again. Yes, we need to grift. We always grift. We talk about grifting on this channel all the time. But when we talk about grifting, we talk about grifting as ethically as possible to make as much money as ethically as possible. And guess what, baby? Guess what, babes? The rich people, they grift. The public servants, they grift. A lot of other people grift, and they grift with inside the law. Grifting is never ethical. What? What? So basically what you want to say is there's laws and there's tax laws in place to help you save money and not pay as much. So why wouldn't you want to grift on those laws, just like the rich people do? We grift on this show, but we do it the right way, okay? Anyways, you can live in poverty. I forgot what I was talking about. ADD is kicking in, baby. It's kicking in. I'm clipping that face you just made, Wendy. Somebody screen cap that. Anyways. Data breach. This is why we like DeFi. This is why we like crypto, okay? Because we want to stay private. We want to stay anonymous. We still want to follow the law because we don't want to get gaffled up. Oh, that's what I was talking about, getting robbed. So if you get robbed, we grift on the show. We do. We grift on the show as ethically as possible, okay? But we say that we're grifting, and that's okay to grift, and it's okay to tell people that, hey, I'm grifting. This is a grift, okay? This is how we do it here. That's okay. Well, if you don't like it, you're the wrong place because everybody grifts. Everybody in this world grifts. Humans are flawed. They're not perfect, but it's okay to be honest about grifting, okay? 233 likes. We need 314. Anyways. Somebody mute Brad. He's annoying. Anyways. So let's talk about getting robbed, okay? So when you're getting robbed, traditionally, it's easier to get forgiveness than permission. I don't know what that means right now. Anyways, if you get robbed in real life, just because everybody does it doesn't make it ethical. I mean, if I'm telling you I'm grifting and we're going to grift off of this. Oh. Whoops. All right, so if you're going to get gaffled up, if you were going to get gaffled up in real life, they're just going to be like, hey, give me everything you got. But with crypto, they're going to take you somewhere private because they need your private seed phrase. Think about that for a little bit. Use common sense. If you're not from the streets, you might not understand it. Anyways, now let's talk about this funny story. Okay, 300 likes. Get us up to 300. All right, so this is funny. The DEA mistakenly sent $55,000 to crypto scammer, and this was done through, and then I forgot exactly what happened. But basically, they mistakenly sent $55,000 to a crypto scammer. And the funny thing about this is they asked USDT to freeze. Shout out to he who cannot be named for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you. You just paid for my coffee this morning. I appreciate you. But basically, the DEA mistakenly sent $55,000 to crypto scammer, but then asked USDT to freeze the funds. Thank you, Gilbertini. I appreciate it. To freeze the funds, but it was done too late. This is the only time I will root for a crypto scammer. Only time I'll root for a crypto scammer, because a lot of these organizations are out. It's raining. Oh, it's raining. You guys want to see outside? Ooh, I love Pendose. You guys want to see? Shout out to Servando Estrada. Y'all want to see real quick? It's raining. This is where I'm staying. It's raining. So anyways, that being said, I'm rooting for the crypto scammer in this because I think it's funny. Like, I still think stealing from people is bad. Practicing, doing harm to others is really bad. But it's literally just kind of funny that the DEA accidentally made a mistake. Like, how do you make a mistake? Like, this is your job to catch bad people, but you're making a mistake. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to get going because I got to go back downstairs. I'm live from Rare Evo. I'm going to live stream tomorrow. Not sure what time it is. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here with me. Please make sure to go ahead and Colorado Springs, better than Denver. Country roads. No, you're not my sugar daddy. Take me home to the place I belong. Anyways, have a good rest of the day. I appreciate you guys. Sending you love and light. I will see you guys later. We have a video dropping at 3:30 p.m. PST. Please watch it. It's really going to talk about the new tax laws that we can potentially run into when we're talking about crypto and how this is all related. Anyway, sending y'all love and light. Make sure to smash a like. Give me at least 300. Bye, babies.